And good afternoon, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight podcast. I got a group here. We got a number of kids. We even have a special guest here. I don't know where this guy came in. He snuck in here. He's the team mascot. This is Coach Sarah Hendry, a parent in our community here. And this is the Odyssey of the Mind team, Division I from East Main Elementary, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, boys and girls. They'll open up here shortly. So I'm Andrew Murata, host of the podcast. We have a number of kids here. And again, we are going to meet a number of the teams. So we'll start with you, Michael. Your name, your grade, and say one thing about the team. Anything you want, one thing about your experience, something like that. Let's start with that. Michael, you're up first.
So I'm in 5th grade.
Nice and loud so they can hear you.
I'm in 5th grade. My name's Michael, and I feel like we put a lot of creativity and work into our props and stuff.
Wow. Kids, get your hands ready. We're not going to clap every time. We're going to do 2 claps. You ready? You can put your cards down. You ready? 2 claps. Michael Ashburn. This is Aubrey. Aubrey, you're next.
My name's Aubrey. I'm in 3rd grade. I think we were amazing because of how creative we were and our thinking and stuff.
I love it. Anybody watching live, can you let us know if you could hear these kids, or do I need to prompt them to be a little louder? Miss Hendry, could you scoot in? Could we squeeze? Yeah, let's try to squeeze in family style. There we go. All right, Alice, you are next.
I'm Alice. I'm in 3rd grade.
What's your last name, Alice?
Hendry.
You're Hendry too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're the head. He's not the guy on the team. You're on the team.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I really liked it. It was really fun doing it, and I think we did really good.
How did the coach do, Alice? Give me an evaluation of the coach.
Remember who
No,
was driving you home?
we don't want to look at Mom. Let's stay here with me. Well,
She was bossy.
she was the boss. She was the boss lady. Well, there's a lot of coordination here. There's a lot of putting together. Even just having ice cream right now and getting you over here, and the falling board and all that stuff here.
Yeah.
I'll give her that one.
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
Okay. Taimani,
My name is Taimani, and I'm in
your last name?
Edwards.
Okay.
My name is Taimani Edwards, and I'm in 4th grade. And we put a lot of creativity in it, in our costumes and our work, and we did a lot of hard work.
Nice.
We got 1.
2 claps.
We got 2.
Corwin, can you either stand up or scoot up so we can see you? Are you kneeling on there now? Is that cool?
Yeah.
All right, Corwin, you're up, buddy.
My name is Corn Jose in 4th grade.
Nice.
And I think that the team did really good because we were really fast doing the play and we were really creative.
Nice. 2 claps. Nan.
My name is Nira Kumi, and I'm in 5th grade, and I think the team did really good and really amazing because we were all just, we clicked together, all of us, and we made a really fun skit to perform in front of others.
Nice. 2 claps. And Callie.
I'm in 3rd grade. My name is Callie Talmadge, and I think we were creative because we spent a lot of time on doing the props and doing all stuff for
Nice. 2 claps. Now let's. Miss Hendry. Sorry, Coach Hendry. How was this for you, Miss Hendry? Your first time doing OM coaching? Was it your first
It
time?
was my first time coaching. Yep.
And it won't be your last time?
No, it won't be my last time.
Okay.
The last time I had anything to do with OM, I think I was in 4th grade. And so I wasn't
Wow.
in charge of anything other than making props and being on the stage. So it was a little different being, the one following the rules and going through the process and trying to get everybody organized. But this was a really fun group. They did a really good job. I'm very proud of everything they did. And collectively, some of them knew each other beforehand, like everybody kind of knew each other. But the amount of days, I think we practiced 2 days, 2 hours every week.
Wow.
And then some days when there was no school or we had vacation, they would come in, and they were really fun. They got to be really good friends, and they're a funny bunch. So which showed in their skit. They had there was a lot of humor. And it's amazing what kids, even little kids like this, can put together.
Wow.
It's a really great program. I hope more people get involved with it. And it's a fun day when they all show up, and they get to see a whole bunch of other really cool stuff throughout the county. Like all the some of the older kids we got to watch.
Wow.
Really cool stuff.
Cool. Two cards for Coach Hendry. Harry, would you like to say hello?
You want to say hi?
I love your shirt. Where'd you get that swag? Huh?
Today is Places You've Been Day for preschool, and we cheated. So we've
Port
been to
Jervis.
Port Jervis.
Been to the Jerv. I love it.
Yeah.
If you're watching live, again, let me know that you could hear the kids good enough here. So, Michael, I know you were on the team last year. Who was on the team last year? No, he wasn't. You were on another team, no? No. So only the two of you? You were the only two from last year. Okay. So, Callie, let me start with you then. What was different this year versus last year?
So last year.
And Callie, I want you to take this little window right here between Michael and Aubrey. There you go. So now they can see you.
So last year it was only 2 divisions.
Got
It was first and second grade. And this year there was last year there was only 10 kids trying out. But this year there was a bunch.
Yeah. Okay. And last year you got to do your skit twice, right?
Yeah, because my teacher.
Yeah, and it gave you the second time was really good. So, Michael, let's go to you. How did the skit itself go? How did it go?
I think it went pretty good. And quickly, because the second they said go, and we brought everything out, and it was ready, and we just performed it really smoothly.
Yeah. Everyone remembered their lines and stuff?
Yes.
Nothing fell or broke or
A
anything?
little, a few people forgot a time, but then they fixed it, and everything was fine. Nobody noticed.
Awesome. The show must go on.
Yeah.
Aubrey, what was your favorite part of the whole event?
Probably the award ceremony. Even though we didn't win, we still had fun.
Yeah. You're not going to win every time, right? Not everybody gets a trophy here, but you participated.
It's just like that. You're having fun.
Yeah. Cool. Alice, how about teamwork? There's a lot of teamwork happening. You know, our football team won the state championship because they were a great team. Talk to me about the teamwork of this group.
It was really good. Everybody worked together, and we only did a few mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody knew their parts.
Yeah.
And if somebody didn't, who corrected them? Did they correct themselves? Did a student do it, or did Coach Henry have to say something? Her turn.
We were at the table, and if somebody forgot their line, we would whisper it to them.
Kind of, yeah. Do you do that in math class too? If they don't know it, it's 25. Is that? Okay. All right. Taimani, talk to me about all of the practices. You practice so much. Was it all worth it getting to the final competition?
Yes, it was all worth it because when we practice, we got better, and that's how we got better.
Did you get tired of doing the same practice over and over and over?
A little, but I know that it was worth it.
Yeah. Awesome. You going to do it again next year? Nice. Corbin, talk to me about the idea of your skit. What was the problem, first of all?
It was cooking with
Cooking with books, not food. Books?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the problem. Okay, so what was your idea then? Because you have to come up with a solution for the idea. Is that correct?
Yeah. We just did a dinner party.
Okay. So what was your role?
It was the chef.
You were the chef? Okay. Were you happy with the idea? Talk to me about the forming of the idea. Everyone was pitching in and that kind of stuff? Kind of, sort of? Okay. All right. Nana, how about you? Did anything go wrong in the process? Did anything didn't work right or something?
We had a little bit of stuff happening, but we fixed it before the competition. And when we're at the competition, I think that everyone did a great job.
Yeah. Wow. So cool here. This is the East Maine Elementary Division I team. So any fifth graders here? So you two are going to the middle school next year. Whoa. Will you do OM in the middle school?
Yeah.
You are. Yeah.
I'm gonna try
If you make it,
Yeah. There's a lot of creativity, a lot of great things for OM, and it's certainly a lot of fun. Callie, for the community, maybe somebody watching who doesn't know what Odyssey of the Mind is, in a sentence or two, what would you say Odyssey of the Mind is?
I would say.
Nice and loud so they can hear you.
I would say it's like you have to think, and your coach can't really help you. You have to think about it for yourself.
Yeah.
But if you need help on a couple things, your coach can help you just a little.
Yeah. What's something you learned from doing this whole process? We can take a pass if you can't think of something. It's
To
okay.
be like independent and do a lot of
Good answer. Be independent, do things on your own. Ms. Hendry, you doing this for our community and our school. We thank you. What's something that you learned as the coach?
I don't know. I don't know. In a previous life, I was a teacher a very long time ago before I was home with my kids. So it was a nice reminder on, meeting new kids, having different personalities, work together,
Yeah.
time management, getting paperwork filled out, following rules, those kinds of things. So I learned quite a lot. I have things that I haven't done in a while. And we just had a really good time. So I hope they had as much fun as I had.
Wow.
But they're a great group, and I hope they all continue doing it.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of skills to learn, problem solving and communication.
Yes, I was amazed, because they have to write. Like Callie said, I'm there to help them if there's things, make sure that they don't do anything dangerous or everybody stays safe and those things. But really, they're supposed to do pretty much everything by themselves. And I was amazed that they were able to write a skit themselves, and not just it's okay. It's easier sometimes to write it by yourself. Like I know individually they could probably write a skit by themselves, but to be able to do it with 7 people and be able to get everybody's voices heard, and even in the last week, Tamani, we practiced in the last week, the last practice, she said, Mrs. Hendry, I feel like I need to have a line here. And I said, okay.
Wow.
I said, what do you want your line to be? And she told me, and I said, all right, practice it one more time. And she only practiced it one time with her line in there, and she executed it perfectly. So,
Bam.
they definitely led the whole creative process, and it was fun to watch. It was definitely fun to watch. Now my phone is
And
ringing.
she's
I
getting the phone,
apologize.
and you see how calm she stayed. It looked like this
It's
guy.
Charlie, so I'll just hang up on him.
This guy was gonna rip the earring out of your ear, and you stayed nice
I
and
don't.
calm.
Well, you have 4 kids. You don't really notice.
If you're watching live, please jump in and say hello. Maybe ask a question. Mr. Harris, hope you're doing well, and thanks certainly for being on our board and all you do. So kids, it's over now, and the competition is over. So what is something you're going to miss? You could raise your hand if you want to. I'll ask the group. What's something you're going to miss? Aubrey?
Everybody being together, because everyone together was so fun.
Yeah. Nana?
me saying my lines in front of a lot of people.
Yeah. Will this, and this is for the group, whoever wants to answer, will this make any of you want to be in the musical or act or do something like that? Yeah? Yeah? Michael, go ahead. You like performing?
I feel like I'm gonna miss the whole group because me and Nana, since we're going to middle school next year, I won't really be able to see the whole group. I'll see Callie probably because the Aubrey and Callie do softball together.
Oh,
And I'll
okay.
be at the games. But
Okay.
other than that, I'm probably not gonna see everyone else.
Well, you have a chance to make new friends and do new things. I'm so happy that you guys had a good time. Miss Henry stepped up. We were able to have the team. We only had 3 teams last year and 6 this year. Callie, what do you want to say?
I'm probably gonna miss the whole team and just
creating stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids, it was Dr. Seuss week. I got my Lorax shirt on here. It was Dr. Seuss week, and there was a lot of creativity. He was an incredible writer and poet and all of that. So who wants to share what it was like, to create something out of nothing? Who wants to share? Who wants to share? Aubrey, you go.
Because creating is fun because you can coloring is is creating even if you don't think it is.
Yeah.
Because you can still have fun doing coloring.
So cool. Callie?
I would say
We could come back to you. We'll come back to you. Nana?
I was amazed because I didn't think you could make something
Out of nothing.
like trash and stuff. And I was really surprised because all of it came really well together
Yeah.
to match our skin.
I love it. Michael?
I feel like when I create, I feel like I have this whole little world in my head, and I know how to, I can imagine building it, and then when I just do it, it doesn't come out exactly like how it was in my mind, but it comes out really similar, and it makes me see how I can to never give up on my dreams because I know I can do it.
Did you hear that? Michael, watching right now is Dina Galarza Mapes. She was my student, and she became an author. And she earlier talked about creating. So continue to do that, kids, in your homes. And who knows, maybe it'll become a future one day. I have a podcast at school now because I started doing it outside of school, something that I was curious about. And here we are, All right, I want you to give a few shout outs. You can thank somebody in your family, somebody in the school. We'll give a few shout outs, and then we'll ask what Port Pride means to you. Corwin, we'll start with you up there. You can give any shout outs you want to your family, friends, and teammates, your teachers. Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to my teacher,
Who's your teacher?
Miss Kohler, Miss Monica.
Nice. Awesome. Nana, who do you want to give a shout out to?
I have a lot of people.
I
I want to give a shout out to Miss Hagoya, Miss Van Mark, Miss Moody, Elsa, Addison Long, myself.
Give a shout out to herself. I like
myself
that.
again, and my whole entire family.
Nice. Very
And
cool.
you.
Thank you. Thank you for that. This is like the Academy Awards speech. The guy kept going on. I got a lot of people. Callie? That's okay. Go for it.
My teacher, Miss Bree Wilson and Miss Becker. My mom and my dad. My brothers. You.
Coach Hendry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Coach V.
Nice. Very cool. Michael?
I have a lot too. So, my brother, my mom, my dad, him,
Him. Him.
her, you, and then I also like my teacher and my friends because they were really supportive about it.
Yeah.
And then Coach Henry.
Yeah. You really liked it. You all really liked it. I could tell. Nana will come back to you. Aubrey?
I have a lot. My brother Grayson, love you, buddy. And my mom and my dad. My teacher, Mrs. Niosi, and the other Mrs. Niosi, because she was our coach. She was our coach last year.
Yeah. She'll be on the podcast Monday morning. We'll preview the other East Maine. Will be on Monday morning. HBE will be later in the week.
And
Very
then
cool.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Hendry and Miss V, and then all of you guys.
All
Thank
of you
you.
guys. Alice?
My teacher, Ms. Brady Wilson, Ms. Becker, Ms. V. And that's it.
Nice. How about your coach? No shout out for the coach? No, she put a lot of time and effort in.
She has no family at all.
Yeah, good people. Yeah. Tamani, go ahead.
I want to thank my mom. I want to thank this school. I want to thank Miss Hendry, Miss V, Miss Afton, Miss Feeney, and Miss Brady Wilson.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. Nana, you wanted to say something else?
Did
you forget it?
Mr. Cancredi.
Whoa, Principal
He
Cancredi.
gave me doing things the right way.
Yeah.
Mrs. V, Mrs. Jordan, all the staff members in the office, all the janitors, all the teachers, all the
Everybody.
kindergarten teachers, especially Mrs. Long, and Mrs. Ashcraft,
Thank you. Thank you.
and everyone that works here.
Cool. Let's hold off on the shouts for a moment. She did mention, the school district. Again, we went from 3 teams last year to 6 this year. Dr. Bell, our superintendent, really pushed for this, advocated, and put a lot of things in place to make it happen. So we want to continue to grow it. We have a lot of great creative kids that had a wonderful experience. And this could lead to something in your future. Sounds like we might have a future engineer here or something. He's creating it in his head and then making it happen. So, all right, kids, we are going to wrap up the podcast, but we got some Port Pride stickers here, and we're going to ask you what Port Pride means to you. So I'll give you your sticker when we answer. Michael, we'll start with you and go this way. What does Port Pride mean to you, Michael?
I feel like it means like representing our school for all the different activities like sports, OM, like different clubs and stuff.
You're representing today. You got your Odyssey of the Mind shirt on. Yeah. You represent your family and your school. Yeah, you're doing a good job with that. Get your hands ready, kids. 2 claps. Aubrey?
I think
We can come back to you. You want us to come back to you? Come back to you. Alice?
it means like a lot to all the clubs and stuff and sports and OM team.
Yeah. And your father serves in the community too, right? He's a public figure here. Is he a judge, your dad? Yeah, something like that, right?
In the county now.
Judge in the county, but he served in Port Jervis. Very cool. 2 claps. Say, Monty?
Port Pride means success.
Simply put, you guys were successful in this journey here for Odyssey of the Mind. Thank you. Nice and simple there. 2 claps. Corwin?
Port Pride means to never give up, be creative, and think of new things.
I like that. I didn't even have to say it. Let's try that again. That's Corwin, everybody. Nana?
Port Pride to me means like a whole community coming together to tell people to do things the right way because it's the right thing to do. And it just means a lot to me.
Mr. Cancredi is going to like the doing things the right way references. That was near and dear to his heart. Going back to ASK way back when, a year ago. Now we're here at East Main. So very cool. 2 claps for Nana. Callie? Callie, we got to make sure we see your face. Find that little. There we go.
Port Pride means a lot because it's like there's so many people that are in our that work for our school, and there is just like our principals and stuff.
Good people. Miss Roosevelt, Mr. Gennaro, Principal Cancredi, your teachers. Yeah. Cool. 2 claps. Aubrey, you ready? She's ready.
So Port Pride means a lot to me because all the teachers in the district and their families support us by wearing like port shirts and stuff.
A lot of good swag, yeah.
Yeah, and it means a lot because all the students they're so thankful for all the teachers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I have one more shout.
Oh, one more.
Dr. Bell.
Whoa. You know Dr. Bell? Yeah? You've met him?
I went to.
Oh, he read to your class today?
He didn't read, but he
came by. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, Aubrey, it was Dr. Bell that really wanted to have more teams, and here we are. 2 claps. There you go. Very good. Well, everyone, if you could decide to end your week, Dr. Seuss Day, reading with kids, and then having kids on the podcast, what an incredible week. So I'm really proud of you all, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for being part of this, right? You probably were a little nervous when you started, maybe not sure if you should do it, and here we are. Yeah. All right, last question, and this is for our 5th graders because they're moving on. Moving on. Nana, you want to do rock, paper, scissors with Michael to see who goes first?
Okay.
Rock, paper, scissors? Bam. So you want to go first, or you want to make him go first?
I'll go. Michael, did you want
I'll go first.
All right, Michael. You're leaving East Maine. You're going to go to middle school in just a few months.
Yeah.
March, April, May, June. Really, it's going to go quick here. So, what is your goodbye message? Your message of thanks to ASK staff, EME staff as you are going to middle school? What's your message to the staff and the community here leaving elementary school?
Well, I guess I want to say thank you to like all my teachers and like the staff here, like the club kids staff. Even they're just supportive, and it really helps. So I'm a little nervous leaving, but I'm kind of excited to try it. And
Yeah, that's normal, Michael. It's okay to be a little nervous. I was nervous going to middle school too. It's part of being a young person, and well said. Good job. Bam. 2 claps. Man, way to coordinate that late here in the show here, friends. Let's try that again. 2 claps. Bam. Nana?
I'm going to be so sad because, like, me and Michael were leaving so much stuff behind, like our teachers, and like some of us don't have like friends in the same grade. Like some of us have friends in our lower grade or above grade, so we have to leave them behind too.
yeah.
And it's just gonna be really sad because we're not gonna be able to like see them in middle school, and we're gonna have new teachers and new everything. And I just hope that the 4th graders, when they're done with 4th grade, that they go to 5th grade, and then they're done with 5th grade and they go to middle school.
Middle
I
school.
hope they do good.
2 claps.
We'll see them.
You will.
We'll see all.
All right, we are going to sign off here on the podcast. Mrs. Hendry, Coach Hendry is running around over there. Miss Hendry, give a wave here. We wanted to say thank you. There she is. Yeah. And kids, give a wave. Goodbye. This is the East Maine Division I OM team, grade 3 through 5. Great job, kids. As we sign off, parents, family, friends, please leave these kids a great comment in the chat. And kids, can we end with Go Port?
Go Port!
See you, friends. Have a great weekend, Port Jervis. Bam.